Missing someone.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do some organising, and we're going to organise all of these. So if you are into music or if you like cleaning up and organising, this video is probably going to be for you. We're going to go through all of the vinyl, and then once we've done that, we are going to talk about my favourite ones and we can geek out a little bit on music. Let's get into it. Okay, I've sorted through all of my vinyl alphabetically, and we're now going to go through some of them and talk about them. Okay, so first up we have got the 1975's self-titled album. This is the album that made them, I think. This is just a masterpiece and the perfect first album that you can want from a band. I only got into the 1975 2 years ago, maybe less than that, which honestly cannot believe I didn't listen to them before this, because my friend in uni always used to listen to them and I never listened to her about listening to them, and I really wish I had sooner, so I'm really sorry if you're watching this, you know who you are. Honestly, so good. So yeah, I've got a lot of their albums. Next up we've got Always, and they are incredible, and I'm not gonna lie, the first time I heard one of their songs I wasn't a big fan, but like I said in my previous video, the songs or the artists that I listen to and I don't really like to start with are the ones that I end up loving. That's just how my brain works, really. Again, an amazing album to start off their career, and I also have their second album, In Undertow, which is quite similar to their first albums. They keep in the same kind of genre pool. They've only released 2 albums as of yet, but I'm sure they will release more. I mean, I hope they do. And if you haven't listened to this band at all, please give it a go. Next up, I have a single record by Arthur Beatrice. I haven't actually got any of their albums, but I want to because they're really good. Not a lot of people know who Arthur Beatrice are, but they are incredible and I have not regretted it since I got into them. But yeah, this is just a single by them called Every Cell, and there's also a remix on the back as well, which adds a whole new dimension to the song, and I just love the artwork on this one. It's just beautiful. Go listen to them if you haven't already. Next up we've got Arctic Monkeys, and I'm going to show you my favourite album by them, which is Suck It and See. Probably an unpopular opinion, but this will always be my favourite album. It has my favourite song by them, which again, unpopular opinion, is Love Is a Laser Quest. Very slow one for them. This song is just a piece of artwork and one of the best love songs of all time. The absolute thought put into this artwork as well is just, it's a perfect summer album, and it's the perfect album to listen to when you're driving in the car in summer and you've got the windows down. I also have their Tranquility Base Hotel album and Humbug. Next up we've got some oldies. We've got some Beach Boys albums, including their greatest hits. We've got their concert album and a few more too, because I have a problem. I don't tend to listen to these that often, but if I'm really in the mood to listen to an old band, then I will. Love the summery sound that the Beach Boys have. As much as a fan I am of the Beatles, I only have one album by them, and it's a greatest hits one. It still has the price on as well, because I bought this at a market in Winchester. It has all the popular ones on there, which I just wanted to jam out to, really. Next up is Blink-182. This is their self-titled album from 2003, which I did mention in my previous video when I reviewed the album 9. My older sister listens to these all the time, and that's how I got into these. And I also have their Deluxe California album and the album 9. Next up is Churches, and this album is called Love Is Dead. And oh my god, such an amazing album. They just always come out with bangers. This album is very consistent with their sound, just like always, and the fact that it is a blue vinyl as well. Got a couple of Cure albums. This band is just a classic, and to be honest, I don't know that many songs by them, but what I've heard I love. I've also got a couple of Elvis ones. I love that era of music. I think this is a staple. American Idiot is just one of those albums that I feel everyone has to have in their collection. Yeah, really good album. I've listened to this so many times when I was a teenager. Don't really listen to it that often now, but it's just nice to have in the collection if I did feel like listening to it. Typical Green Day album. Next up is Haim. This band is incredible. In my previous video on Haim's latest album, I did say it was about 4 years that I've listened to them, but like I said in that video, it has been longer, I feel. Amazing band, a very chill indie band. It's very easy to put on in the background, but also listen to at the forefront. So I have their Something to Tell You album and their Women in Music Part 3, which they just released earlier this month. Next up is the King Blues, and these you probably haven't heard of. A really, really good British band from London. They've had quite a few albums, to be fair. They've done really well, and I have seen the lead singer called Itch, that's his nickname, live just on his own playing the ukulele, which was really special. And again, that was in Winchester, and so it was a very intimate setting. And then I got to meet him afterwards, which is amazing. So yeah, really amazing band. They've had some absolute bangers in the past. I think they have split up now. I love this band, and they will always have a special place in my nostalgic heart. Next, we've got Lady Gaga. You've got to have a Lady Gaga album or two in my case. I don't get people that don't really like her because her voice is just one of a kind. Joanne is a very special album. It's one that really shows off her vocal ability, and again, also holds a very special place in my heart. I also have her latest album, Chromatica, as well, which again is an absolute bop. Lana Del Rey. I haven't talked about her in my previous videos at all, but I want to say the world's biggest fan, but I'm clearly not. There's always someone out there that beats you to the punch. But this woman is a force to be reckoned with, and again, cannot compete with her uniqueness and her vocal ability. She can be a love-hate artist, but yeah. This album was the first one I ever listened to. I listened to it in school when I was doing art. So me and my friend would just listen to Lana Del Rey, one earbud in each ear, and we would just get on with our artwork listening to this album. This is very nostalgic for me for that reason. So, there's just something in her voice that does something to you if you are in the know, and if not, please get on it. Oh Lord, what do we have here? Lorde she is special, she is beautiful, she is a force to be reckoned with. When I first heard the Melodrama album, it did something to me, honestly. I only listened to this album because I heard Green Light on New Girl, and I listened to that song over and over again until I got sick of it. And then I thought, do you know what, I might as well listen to the whole album, because if it's anything as good as Green Light, then I'm just gonna fall in love with it. And it was better, honestly. Just bravo for this album. I also love her Pure Heroin album, but I haven't got that yet. We've got a bit of Meatloaf in there as well. This is my favourite album by them, and probably the most popular. Bat Out of Hell. I remember listening to this when I was a really young kid, and I loved all of the songs. You Took the Words Right Out of My Mouth is just a banger. I also have their album Midnight at the Lost and Found, which I haven't actually listened to yet. Pale Waves recently was my favourite band until the 1975 topped them off. I first listened to their song New Year's Eve when I was listening to Radio 1 in the car, and I fell in love with that song head over heels, and I listened to their EP straight after that, which I also have. But so I forgot to mention that I also met this band, and funny story, I was waiting in line for the bathroom at Rough Trade in London, and Heather walked in and she was waiting for the bathroom also, and I wasn't expecting her there, so I literally said hi, and she said hello back, and I was so nervous that I just turned back round and didn't ask for an autograph or a picture because I'm an absolute idiot. So that's that story. My Mind Makes Noises is, again, just an amazing first album by this band. So many bands are doing it right with the first album nowadays. The whole aesthetic of this album is so simple, just the black and the red. You can't really go wrong with it, to be honest. Such a big fan of them, and can't wait to see what they release later this year. I've always been a big fan of Playing with Faith, and I have her first album here, which is Do You Want the Truth or Something Beautiful. A beautiful album. Fell in love with it as soon as I heard this album. Sorry about the Chinook that you're hearing outside, I can see it right through my window. This album is incredible, I love it. I love this album so much. If you've ever seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, you just know. You know what it's like, you know if you like it or not. I had to get this album because the soundtrack is just revolutionary, to be honest. It's got Meatloaf in there. What more could you want? And I love the film so much, so yeah, this is amazing. And the artwork on this album is just so retro and almost like a comic. Next up we have got She and Him, and this band I got into again after watching New Girl, and I think I was on a Facebook page for New Girl and I saw a tab or a suggested tab for this band and I was like, oh, okay, interesting. Clicked on it, found out that it was Zooey Deschanel singing, and that was it. I was sold after that song. I have every album they have ever made, so it's safe to say that I am the world's biggest fan of She and Him. That I can say with confidence. Next up we've got the Skints, and again a London-based band similar to the King Blues but a little bit more popular. You might have heard of them, but this is an amazing album. I think it's their second album. But yeah, again, a really summery album. It's got that summery aesthetic to it. I've been doing this for quite a while now, so I'm losing the words to describe these albums, but very nostalgic to me. I've listened to this probably for over 5 years now. I've also got their newest album called Swimming Lessons as well. If you know me at all, you know that I love Taylor Swift. I haven't got all of her albums, but I've got quite a few of them, including Reputation, which was this album I must have listened to about 100 times in the first month that it came out, and such a change of style and genre for her. Just beautiful. And the aesthetic of this album, the whole black and white and the snakes and the newspaper clippings, oh my god. I also have her 1989 album and the Lover album. Okay, we're getting to the end now. We've got the Vaccines, and this is the combat sports album that came out a few years ago now. It's very in keeping with their normal sound, and they always release bangers. Next up we have got Wolf Alice. In my eyes, this artist can do no wrong, and the lead singer's name is Ellie. This artist is under Dirty Hit as well as Pale Waves and 1975, and I just tend to sway to that label's sound. They tend to sign a lot of really good indie bands, including Wolf Alice. This album is gorgeous. I don't have their previous album yet, but I really want to add that to the collection as well. Hopefully one day I will get that. And then in my singles, we've got an Always one with the singles Undertow and Dreams Tonight, and that is off of their second album, In Undertow. We've got the Beatles singles collection from 1962 to 1970. We have got Mini Mansions, and I think the only reason I have this is because their Vertigo track has Alex Turner on it. Next up is Michael Jackson, and this is the Black or White single with the instrumental on the other side. Got another Michael Jackson one, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and I Can't Help It. I just love these old ones. And lastly, we've got the Pale Waves single, Television Romance, and There's a Honey. There's a Honey was my original favourite song by Pale Waves, and interestingly, There's a Honey on this single is a little bit different to the one on their album, so they have changed some of the vocals in it. but a lot of people won't know that unless you have the single, because they've changed it on Spotify as well. So those are my favourite albums out of my vinyl collection, and I do want to do some more organising videos for you. When we come a little bit nearer to moving out, then I probably will do a big closet clean out. Anyway, I will see you guys next Wednesday, and I hope you have a superb week, whatever you're doing and wherever you are. And yeah, I'll see you then.